this is an important issue I feel I need to bring to your notice. There are so many stories like this online that I feel many people don't know how to navigate this system. Some care workers are losing their visa sponsorship. I'm talking about care workers who have just migrated into the UK and they're working as carers. They're losing their visa sponsorship as a result of not understanding the policies guiding their work. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing an example. I'm also going to share with you some unions you can join, and please join them now. These unions, people have attested to them being very effective in supporting you and protecting you. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK, US, or Canada. If you're interested in any of these, please subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so that each time I drop a new video, you know it's time to watch Cynthia Academy. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. Of recent, I've observed that there are many cases of care workers experiencing abuse, discrimination, or maybe they did not understand the policies and procedures and they are facing administrative review. Now, some of them have lost their visa sponsorship. You know that if you are sponsored to be in the UK as a skilled worker visa holder, it means that you have to meet the requirements of your employer. It means that you have to work. Now, if you have any problems with your employer, it could mean that your employer might fire you, and once you are fired from your position, you might lose your visa sponsorship. And that is what is happening right now. So many stories online. I feel it's so important that I share this with you, because it seems that some of us don't know that there are services on ground that would support us or give us some level of protection. And also, it means that some of us do not understand the policies and procedures of being a caregiver in the UK. It seems that many of us are making the same mistakes over and over again, and I felt it's so important to share this with you. Now, this particular example I'm going to share with you is of a particular person who was caring for, she was employed as a skilled worker visa holder in the UK. She's working for her employer and she's taking care of her patients, her clients or service users. However, there is a particular service user that has dementia, and every time she spends time with the service user is free with her, gives her gist, about her family and everything. So she feels so relaxed to talk about her own family and her children. Now, the challenge here is that sometimes the service user would tell her, okay, take this, take this. Oh, and she turns them down. She does not take anything from the person. Now, she has been working with this person, they've been getting along, they have a good rapport, they are relaxed. From time to time, the person feels like giving her something, and she would just say, no, I don't want it. Thank you so much. However, along the line, one day, the person said, take this for your kids. And it was not money, but it said, take this for your kids. So she felt, it won't cost anything. It's not harmful. The person is just caring. And she took it home. Now, in another day, the service user reported her, I don't know what happened between her, and the service user, but the service user reported her and also mentioned that she gave her something. And that is where her problem started. This particular situation now, it has led to a serious problem because she's being called for a hearing. Now, the problem is that this particular person that has a skilled worker visa is not a member of any union. So she doesn't know how to go about it. This is her first time experiencing this. She did not know much about the guidance covering gifts from one organization to another. There are policies and procedures that govern collection of gifts from a patient. Now, if your service user gives you a gift from one organization, they might say, oh, do not collect anything that costs more than £50. Some would say, do not collect anything at all. Others would say, once you receive that thing, report it to the manager immediately, record it and report it. She did not read her policies and procedures when she started that job. Now, the problem is that when they give you these policies and procedures, there are so many documents and there are just so many. You might not even read every single thing. That's what, and you just sign it and say, okay, I've covered the training on this. I know what my organization says about this. Please, it's very important that you read your policies and procedures so you understand the guidance or the policies governing a particular thing you want to do. It's so important because this person is not a member of a union. She did not read her policies and procedures when it comes to gifts. She did not record it immediately the person gave it to her. Even if the person gave it to you in good faith, you should record it. You should report to your manager. And these are the problems that she's facing now. And she needs someone that would be able to protect her and fight for her. Now, for some unions, they won't accept you when you have a case. So they prefer you joining them early so that when you have a problem, they can fight for you or protect you. They don't like you joining after you have a problem. So you just pay for a union now, then the next day you're reporting a case. Many unions do not like that. That is why I'm going to be sharing some unions you can join as a care worker. Even if you're a doctor, you're a nurse, some of them are for carers specifically. Some of them are for people in healthcare. You need to join a union. It's so important that you have someone that is going to represent you, speak for you, give you advice on how to navigate the system. Some people in the UK are experiencing discrimination. They're experiencing, backlash. They have been victimized because they are carers and they feel like they are isolated. They don't have any power. See, you should not be alone. You need to speak for yourself. Another thing is, please, nobody is your friend. When you're working in somewhere that is a healthcare center or something like that, maybe a nursing home or you're in the NHS or anything, your patient is not your friend. Stop sharing your personal life with them. Do you understand? I know that we are very social. We like to talk to people and we like to relate with people, tell people about our families and all that, feel relaxed. But see, they are not your friends, please. You are meant to keep everything professional. Just do your job according to what is stated in your letter of employment. Do not go too extra by trying to, mix up family and friends and social life with work. Separate it. And I think that's the problem this person made. The person was very open about the challenges she's experiencing as a mother to her kids in a new country and all that. And when you are very open and vulnerable and the person now decides to give you a gift and you accept it, it becomes a problem. Please try to separate family from your work. It's so important that you do that. Now, here are the unions you can join as a care worker. Number one is Unison. I've noticed that many care workers join Unison. They feel that those people are very, very active when it comes to fighting for you when you are being discriminated against or the terms and conditions of your contract is very harsh. You know that there are some people, they want to move to another sponsorship and they will tell them to pay a huge amount of money. If not, they would not be able to move to another visa or an RCOS, something like that. So things like this, I've heard that Unison, this is not a sponsored video, but so many people have attested to that. And I feel I should just say it out there. This is not advice, but I suggest you join any of the other unions if you don't want to be a member of Unison. Now, we have Care Workers Union, specifically for care workers. They will take care of you. They even have training and development for your professional growth, CPD courses, things like that. You can try and explore it. We also have Royal College of Nursing. Now, Royal College of Nursing is something that many nurses in the UK join, but if you're a carer, you can also join RCN. You have to pay your fees every month, and let me tell you, if you're paying 10 to 20 pounds or 25 pounds, that money is nothing compared to how they will fight for you when you have a challenge. So it's what an investment. I feel joining a union is an investment. It would actually help you when the need arises. Another thing is United Workers Union. We have equality for Black nurses. if you are black, is a unique thing. You might have some specific challenges that you need someone to help you with, and these people will fight for you, so you can try and explore it. You also have social care council and day workers union. The benefit of joining a union is that you can have good representation. Now, when you are having an administrative hearing or something like that, they could send a union member that understands the policies and everything to go in with you. So even if you're having a hearing where there are up to 4 or 5 people going to ask you questions, try to assess what actually happened, especially if it's a safeguarding issue, they would send a representative to walk into that meeting with you. It is your right. It's your legal right to join a union. So this is one of the advantages of doing that. The second one is that they could support you in writing a draft in response to anything that they send to you. So if your employer is asking for so many things and writes an email accusing you of this thing, that one, they could support you, give you advice on how you can craft an email that sounds, that is in line with what is required, that is clear. Sometimes you might struggle to write clearly here because of maybe some language barrier or whatever it is. So they could help you in that support. They can help you in drafting that letter or email to reply, responding to what your employer requires. Another thing is that they can actually sue. There are cases of that. They could help you with a lawyer. There are cases like that. I'm not saying all unions will help you with a lawyer, but if you have a case which requires a lawyer to fight for you, they could support you that. There are many other benefits of joining a union. And remember, from one union to another, they can have different services that they can render. So you can never tell what it is that they offer. So the best option for you is just for you to, read the requirements of each of these unions, read what they offer, and make an informed decision on which union you want to join. I'm saying this because some people have had cases where the employer is accusing them of something and they need to bring clarity to that matter. It might not be that they did it, or maybe they just need some clarity. And if the way you craft that response, in writing, the way you can provide evidence that, see, I have a record of this, he said this, I said that, this is my jotter or whatever it is, that I recorded everything that happened on that date. Because some of these things is that sometimes we do not record things. If you don't record things, it never happened. Now, if someone gives you something, record it and report it immediately. Recording is so important. You can bring it as evidence. Anything that is not written in the UK did not happen. So record whatever you have, received. Record any exchange you had with somebody. Even don't just brush it off and say, hey, nothing will happen. When maybe another day comes and it's 4 months down the line, you will not remember exactly how the person said it, and you will not be able to defend yourself. Always good to record all those things so that you don't have any issues in the future. I just feel I should make this video because some people are also being this bad. If you lose your DBS for children, it means you will not get any job related to taking care of children again. And it can be that it's not your fault. A safeguarding issue that you could not communicate clearly what happened. And so they will say it's your fault because you couldn't communicate clearly. Or maybe someone is trying to accuse you. You're taking care of children or maybe adults and they don't like you and they're trying to accuse you because you don't have clear recordings or you don't have the right people to defend you or support you. You could lose your DBS check, as in. So I don't want that to happen to you. That's why I'm making this video. I hope you've benefited a lot from this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and please share this video with all your family and friends who are carers in the UK. Things are happening. You can lose your opportunity to get another visa sponsorship in care just because of little mistakes like this. I hope you've benefited a lot from this video. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.